their uniforms. Their uniforms is ito yung nakahawak na helmet is for the motorcycle patrolling, yung mahawak ng mga motors, and yung nasa kaliwa ko or kanan nyo is uh, yun yung patrol, mga nagpapatrol sa kanilang bansa. Next, ito yung mobile naman nila. Mobile. Next is their recruitment process on how to be a member of SPF. First, they need is the application. Interested candidates can submit their application online through the Singapore Police Force recruitment portal or meron silang website kung saan ka uh, mag-apply. Next is the initial application. After the application, you're going to undergo initial screening, where applications are screened for basic eligibility criteria. Suitable candidates will be invited to proceed to the next stage. Next, is the physical fitness test. Candidates who pass the initial screening must undergo a physical fitness test. The test typically includes various exercises to assess the physical fitness level of the candidates. Ito yung you should be a physically fit. This is their one application requirements, I mean. Next is written test. Written test may be conducted to evaluate the candidate's general knowledge, reasoning ability, and problem-solving skills. Ito yung parang exam nila. Yes, and after exam or written test, they're going to undergo an interview. Shortlist tests listed candidates are invited for an interview, which may include competency based on situational judgment questions. This is designed to assess the candidates suitable for a career in policing. Next is numbers. Number 6 is medical examinations. Candidates who passes the interview must undergo a medical examination to ensure they met the health requirement for police work. Ito yung mag-undergo sila sa medical to make sure that the applicants are physically fit. Next is the background check. A thorough background check is conducted to verify the character and past conduct of the candidate. Ito is kung they will undergo in background check para to make sure that you don't have the criminal record or wala kang past na bad na yun. Next is the final selection. Based on the results of the tests, interview, and the background check, candidates will be selected for a training. Ito yun kung napasa mo lahat yung 1 to 7, mag-undergo na sila sa final selection. And after final selection, you will undergo in a training before you ma-promote be a member of SPF. Selected candidates will undergo training at the Singapore Police Academy, where they will learn about policing, law enforcement, ethics, and various skills necessary for their duties. Next is the eligibility criteria. First is the age. Candidates must be at least 18 years old and not more than 30 years old. Specific positions may have different age requirements. And next is nationality. Candidates must be Singapore citizens or permanent residents. Education. Typically, a minimum education qualification of GCO or General Certificate of Education of level or its equivalent is required. For certain roles, higher education qualification may be preferred. Physical fitness. Candidates must be physically fit and pass the physical fitness test. Criminal record. Candidate must have a clean criminal record to be considered for recruitment. Any serious offenses can disqualify a person. Medical standards. Candidate must meet the medical standard as per the requirements set by the SPF, which includes being free from certain medical conditions that may impede their ability to perform police duties. Next is character assessment. Candidate must be demonstrate good character and integrity, which will be assessed through interview and background checks. Check. Next is Next is the monthly salary of the SPF or the Singapore Police Force. The lowest rank is the constable. Their monthly salary is 2,000 to 3,000 SGD. In when in Philippine peso, it is 88,345.32 to 132,517.98. You can screenshot that para magnets na tayo. Yung highest rank nila is the Commissioner of Police. Yung monthly salary nila is 20,000 to 25,000. In Philippine peso is 883,453.23 and more than 100 million. Next is Next is the reasons why they are belong to lesser crime countries. Number one is they have strict law enforcement. The police force is well resourced, effective, and has a strong presence in communities. Wherein meron silang community engagement. Next is harsh penalty. The country has some of the strictest penalty for various crimes, including mandatory death sentence for certain offenses such as drug trafficking, murder, terrorism, and kidnapping. This 1, 2, 3, 4 is ito yung mga heinous crimes na ini-execute nila to death penalty. Example dito is si recent who were sentenced in death penalty in October 16, 2024 is 64 years old Sulaiman bin Jumari convicted for drug trafficking. Next, Next is the high standard of living. Singapore's economic prosperity is high standard of living and low levels of poverty contributes to a generally stable society. Robust education and social programs. The Singaporean government invests heavily in education and social programs which promote social cohesion and discourage criminal. Cohesion means together or with unity and discourage criminal behavior. Ito naman is kung may unity of working together, hindi mo na isipin yung nagagawin niya ang isang criminal acts because of nagtutulungan kayo na meron kayong parang unity. Kaya what is the reason para gumawa ka ng krimen kung meron kayong unity or yung cohesion. Next is community engagement. There is a strong emphasis on community involvement in crime prevention. Programs like the neighborhood watch encourage residents to be vigilant and proactive about safety in their community. Ito yung nakiki-operate yung mga neighbors or yung mga community to the law enforcement. Kaya kung may crime na nangyayari is report agad. Next is cultural factors. Singapore has a high level of social cohesion and shared values that promotes law-abiding behavior. Cultural factors such as respect for authority and community ties play a significant role in crime prevention. Surveillance and technology. The extensive use of surveillance cameras and technology in public space acts as a deterrent, making it more difficult for crimes to occur without detection. Because of surveillance and technology, mas madali nilang ma-detect yung crime and the strict immigration control. Singapore maintains strict immigration policies which help contributes to social stability by managing the demographic of the population. Yun lang. Tapos na po. Thank you for listening. Hope you understand. Thank you.